Okay, I know the lighting looks really bad and I'm like practically cut off, but I wanted to do a video on how I contour using drugstore products. So this video I'm not gonna cut over with music. I'm gonna do kind of like a talk through like what I do. So on this side of the face it has foundation, bronzer, blush. This side doesn't. So we're gonna start with a clean side on this side, and then after this I'm gonna be doing another video on a eyeshadow tutorial. So if you want to see that, just keep watching. I'll have that video up soon. So okay, first thing is what I use to contour. It is the Maybelline Fit Me Shine Foundation Stick in 330. See that? Okay, and I use a lot. So it's kind of like it's a stick foundation. So you see, I put that there. I also put it here, and then from the back of my ear here, I put it to kind of like define my chin, to give it some shape. Okay, so forehead, I just get a regular brush. This is an e.l.f. Professional Bronzing Brush. Shape it. So I blend with the brush just because I find it easier for me, but you can use like a sponge. This is the Real Technique one, but I use the brush because I use a sponge for my foundation. So then I kind of just blend. Blend. Let's see how it blends in, but it gives the face a little bit shape. And I pull it a little forward, and I kind of round. So I have big cheeks. And then for the back of the neck, for the chin, you kind of just blend it into my neck. Blend. Do you see how you can see like a shadow? That's what you want. So then what I do after that is I do my foundation in between that. I don't cover it. I just do it in between the lines that I place down. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So I get a little bit of foundation on my sponge, and I'm going to look in the mirror because I can't see with the camera there. So then I get the sponge on the flat surface, you see a little foundation, and I place it in between those two lines. Do you see it? See the line? Okay, that's what I'm doing. I'm placing it in between, and then I'm dabbing the front. I'll do my nose, and I do my forehead. I do a little bit, so I don't take it off. And then before I do under my eyes, I put the Age Rewind and the Brightener Illuminator. It's kind of pink. And I do this just so it can keep it a little light. So when I put my foundation over it, it's still going to be light. It's not going to be as dark. Because I don't want, me personally, I don't want like that white, highlighted look, really. Some people like a really highlighted under eyes, and some days when I'm just trying to be, I'm on the go and try to keep it simple, I just do that so it's not as white, because normally I can use a lighter concealer, but that's what I'm using for right now. So then for my under eyes, I use the Stay Matte pressed powder in Creamy Neutral, and it's really white. I wish I could show you, but it's broken into pieces. My son broke it, and yes, you'll constantly hear me say that because my son constantly breaks my stuff. So I get a foundation, dab a little under, and I press it. I press it into my skin. So I just press it, there, and then I get another brush with my mineralized skin finish and medium plus, and I press in between the contour where the foundation was, and I press, and if you've seen in my other videos, I like pressing the powder in. It's just me. I go a little bit under here, but as you can see the shadowing from the contouring. Okay, so then I go back with my brush, my e.l.f. brush, and I use the CoverGirl Queen in medium Q420, and yeah, it's broken because of my son, but it's just it's a pressed powder, I believe. Yeah, it's a pressed powder. It's a matte one. So, and yeah, it looks a little red tone. You're supposed to use something with a gray undertone, but because of the summer coming, I kind of I want it to look more bronzy. So I just use a little bit, and I place it right on top of where I have put the the foundation stick, and I put some up here where I put it, and I kind of just go over everywhere I put the foundation stick, and I blend, but mainly here is kind of where I concentrate the most, and I place it, and I just build it up to my liking. And I do the same thing with over here. Do you see this one's like a little more harsh compared to this one? But maybe because the window, like how I'm sitting, the lighting's a little different. Because I promise you, it does not look like that from what I'm looking. So then I get a Stigma Dual Fiber F50. And I kind of just blend everything that I've been doing. And I blend it all together, and then of course I add my blush, and so I can see what I'm working with. I add it. And this lighting is really bad. It's like washing me out, but as you can see, I will take pictures, and hopefully it'll come off better than what this is doing, because this to me isn't really doing anything, but I gotta work with what I have. So then I also take an e.l.f. stippling brush, and then I highlight with the Naked Virgin and Sin eyeshadow, and y'all know I use that all the time if you've watched any previous videos. I just get a little bit, and I add it to the top of my cheeks, blend it in, and then that's my highlight. So now you can kind of see the contour, blush, and the highlight. And usually other girls, like, they highlight here, down the bridge of their nose, and their chin. I don't do all of that, only because, like I said, I'm not really into, I like to bronze and contour, but as far as, like, face reshaping, that's pretty much what that is. When you go in and you do, like, your nose and you do all of that, that's more face reshaping. Sometimes I'll get a little bit of that pressed powder onto a brush, and I go down my nose a little, but I don't always do this because I have oily skin, and so by the end of the day when I do this and I'm seeping oils, it kind of just looks like a dirty nose. Like, to me, that's what it looks like. I haven't really experimented with a thicker cream consistency of like, what was I gonna say, concealers or foundation, because this isn't really thick. It's still kind of really creamy and thin, but as far as, like, so I can reshape my nose, I have to get, like, a thicker one, because you can kind of see, like, the shadowing of the line, and I kind of just build my way up to it if I do it. And I'm just doing this for the purpose of the video. I don't normally do this on a daily basis, reshape my nose. So this is just more in depth into the contouring, like how far you can go if you want to, so you can kind of see, like, it's kind of giving more shape to the nose. Like I said, I really don't do this every day, but just so you know. And go a little here. And yep. So now you see how it defines it. So then what you want to do once you do that, and you're gonna highlight down your nose so it just looks a little smaller. So I get a little blending brush like this, a little bit of the highlight, get a little bit on my brush, very little, and I tap a little bit of the excess off onto a towel, and I kind of just lightly go down my nose, lightly, and as you can see that line. So that's what you want. You want to see that a little, and you blend a little, because then what happens is, with the illusion you're doing is you're trying to show people you have a slimmer nose. So you go down a little, and as you can see, my nose looks a little bit more defined. Personally, like I said, I don't like doing it too much. Then I go back with a little bit of the powder, and this is like my skin color. So I tap a little off, I pat a little, and then I go over it, just so it isn't that noticeable. Because to me, like I said, I don't like doing it to like see a dramatic difference, but I'm still working on that. But there you go. So that's how I highlight and contour using drugstore products. Except for the powder highlight on my cheek with the Naked palette. What you can use is the NYX loose pigment in mink, because I use it too. It looks like this. So I use that. And I put it in a different container. This is not what it comes in. So let me just show you what it looks like. You can use this. Oh, you can see my foundation on my hand. You can use this, you see. I mean, it's really pretty. I'll put a little on just for the video. And you can see what I'm talking about. You can see that glow. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I use to highlight and contour. I hate that this lighting is really bad, and so you can't really see how it looks because it's changing like the color because of the lighting and the camera. Like I said, I'm still working on that, but you kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about. So if you see my pictures and you know you see my highlight and contour, that's kind of how like I achieve it. I usually use the same products all the time, and until if I decide I want to get something new, then yeah, but that's what I'm using right now at the moment. So I'll put that there, put that there. And you can see how it reshapes your face a little when you because you know in the beginning of the video, like my face looks really big on my cheeks though. Okay, so that's what I do and that's what I use. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a tutorial right now after this, so you will see me wearing the same shirt, because I'm going to do a tutorial. I believe it's the reverse smoky eye, and it's for one of my series of the 13 shades of smoky. So that's what I'm going to do right now, and if you want to watch it, then just stay tuned. And yeah, so all the products, I will try to link them down below so you can look for them if you need to. If you couldn't hear me, then I'll put them down below. But I hope this video was helpful, especially to my friends out there who want to learn how to highlight and contour, because some of them don't, some of our girls don't, and it's okay. I'm still in the process of learning. I don't think I'm like, you know, the greatest, but hey, you know, we all gotta learn, and I figured I put on here how I do it. And so yeah, okay, well, I'm gonna go because I gotta go record the other video. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.